both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
Now Golden State's starting five. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5, roaming the paint. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Here's Curry after the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Curry passes to Bogut. And it's denied. Green kicks to Thompson. And again, no good by Golden State. And Sacramento has possession. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And again, no good by Golden State.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
So it's Sacramento. The Warriors making the shot. Outside Rondo. Here's Bellinelli. Green with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lets the 3 fly. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Now here's Curry, coming off 31 points last game. There's the bucket, good. Green's got 5 now. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
no.
Right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Lets it go from deep. Cousins, no good. Warriors leading by 4. Now here's Barnes. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Bellinelli for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Rondo with a clean look. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Rajon Rondo, guys, really needs to operate in a system that's point guard centric. He needs the ball to be effective. Pushing it, driving, dishing. When he has to play off the ball, that's when trouble starts.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Barnes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And here we go. Kings running again. that gives them the lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Kings?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And for Rondo, he's almost a throwback at the point, fearlessly taking it to the hole, getting knocked down, and getting right back up to that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Gaby dishes to McLemore. Space with the block. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Sacramento with the ball. They trail by 3, and Anderson gets it to go.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're that athletic.
Yeah, just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
McLemore, the pass to Collison. It's deflected. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. And the wide open shot from Green. Cans it from downtown. Green's got 8 points. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors lead by 6. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his...
And we're 5-6 feet outside.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Iguodala out there with Maurice Spates. Then it's Curry. Then there's Barbosa. And it's Bogut in at the 5. That drops.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And another basket for Golden State. The Kings trail by 6.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
It's Curry with the drive. Kicks it out to Iguodala. And stolen by Gay. To the inside. Collison dishes to Casper. Puts up a 3. But they'll get another chance. Another miss by Gay. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And Bogut slams it in.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Sacramento. Rondo comes in for Darren Collison. And Golden State also making a change. Barnes is checked in. Bogut the pass to Curry. hits the three-point foul. Curry's got 6 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Cousins, no one around him. And Gaby kicks to Anderson. Sacramento moving it around. Nobody near Game. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game.
Kid, you ready?
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Stein comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bellinelli in for James Anderson. They get the rebound. Here's Gaby. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Curry kicks to Green. From 13. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. And the rejection by Cousins. This one for 3. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Warriors leading by 6. Thompson inside the line. Passes it to Barnes. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. I remember also in high school he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
And the Kings making a change here. McLemore is checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Rush comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Here's the screen. There's Green with the 3. They get it back. Tries again. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting. His mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 10. Barnes with it. Out defended by Stein. And the rejection by Cousins. Here's Rondo. Bellinelli for 3. Outside for Rondo. Sinks the triple. Rondo's got 6.
Boy, they're getting a bunch more threes up here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they're getting trigger happy. You can't win the game with one shot. You've got to vary it up. Challenge the defense.
And the rejection by Cousins. Barnes kicks to Livingston. And again, no good by Golden State.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Cousins. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Here's Livingston. Misses the 3. And he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Stein. The shot misses. And Golden State will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Fires for 3. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Cousins.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Now here's Thompson. He's covered closely. It's deflected. Outside, Bellinelli. No good on that last second attempt there. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Warriors on top, leading by...
Yes, Kevin. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. Let's start with you, Kenny. What did you think?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
One thing I really like is their pace, nice and quick. A lot of their buckets came in transition. When they saw opportunity, they took it. It's so important for a team to be able to dictate the pace of the game, and we saw them do exactly that. They should stick with that because it's working. Keep up that transition game.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. Andre Iguodala has been sensational.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
We've got Rudy Gay. Cauley Stein is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Bellinelli in at the 2. That's the group with George Karl getting going here in the second half. And then Gay with the dunk.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Here's Barnes. That's short off the rim.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Warriors also with a sub, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. Here's Iguodala. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
And some changes here for the Kings. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Cauley Stein. And it's James Anderson in for Bellinelli. Golden State also making some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. And both free throws good for Caspi. Here's Curry. 6 points for him. Spates dishes to Curry.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps. And getting the ball to the rim.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Warriors trail by 6. Stolen by Collison. And now the Kings fast break. Collison with the ball. Dishes to Caspi. The kick out to Collison. Pass to Caspi. Pulls up on the wing. Warriors with the rebound.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Collison kicks to Gay. Misses in close.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Curry with it. Gaby picks him up defensively. That's good. And now just a 1-point Sacramento lead.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Some changes for Sacramento. McLemore's checked in for James Anderson, and Curry subbed in for Darren Collison. Curry against Curry. Misses the 3. And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Some changes for Golden State. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
The Kings shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
He lobs it up, and Green slams it in. This game has a lot of character here in the 3rd period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
There's 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
I'll tell you what, they've hit the boards hard in this one. It's led to an abundance of second-chance points. I mean, they've gotten a lot of second-chance points.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Barnes in for Draymond Green. There's a good screen. King. The Warriors pull it in.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempt.
Caspi with the bucket. 59 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Here is Livingston. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken, Clark, 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Koufos. Coley Stein comes in for Caspi. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Curry.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
No good from Bogut. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside Rondo, he kicks it to Cousins. Sacramento again missing. Thompson against Rondo. Thompson with it. From deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Warriors lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And so here is Golden State. They lead by 1. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. They'll get out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Curry in at the point guard position.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Rondo's shot is good. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
That's good from Barnes. Gaby, he's checked in for the Kings. And he can't hit the second.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man. And just he has an air about it.
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Here's Curry. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Kings leading now by 3. Outside Rondo. Pass to Cousins. Collison kicks to Rondo. The drive by Cousins. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Inside, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
On the wing, Iguodala. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Collison. 6 on the shot clock. Curry, good.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Rondo. He dishes it to Cousins. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
He feeds it to Caspi. Rondo against Curry. Here's Cousins. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still... yet to be determined.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. He has 9 rebounds, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
An interior defense at its best, fellas. That's what we've seen out of him today.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Darren Collison.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
Caspi for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Curry. Misses the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And then Cousins with the dunk. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Sacramento's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Bellinelli for 3. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Now it's a 4-point Sacramento lead. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. And Curry, here we go. Now the dish to Bogut. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's Thompson again missing. Kings have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And Cousins gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Gay's checked in. Barnes, who's checked in for Golden State. Out to the right wing. Back to Rondo. And the layup is good. And the Kings lead by 9.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
They get it again. Outside for Curry. Looking to end the run. They shoot again. Here's Bogut. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Barnes.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Major. Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim record.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Green. He's got 13 rebounds, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 5.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. If it's open, take it.
Sacramento making some changes. Kufis comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. And the Warriors also making a change. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Andrew Bogut. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Curry with a wide open look. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
Feeds it to Kufis. 3 from Gabe. A rebound by Iguodala. It's Curry with the drive. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Now Bellinelli for the win. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is off.
All right, Sacramento, please follow.
Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. So Golden State will get the first possession. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Sacramento, Cauley Stein is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Rondo in at the 1. Gay. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 17 points for Rudy Gay.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
It's stolen by Green. And stolen by Cousins. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Warriors. Rondo on top. He's covered by Iguodala. Curry with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Open shot, Thompson. And right on target. Good. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. The Kings shooting reasonably well, 45%. A chance here to get a quick injury report. For an update on Stephen Curry's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
Kevin, the Warriors head athletic trainer Dave can update. He said he's having back spasms and it's causing him a lot of pain. If he misses a large number of games, you have to think it will have an effect on their chances of winning an NBA title this season. A tough break if that's how it turns out, guys.
All right, Doris, and hopefully everything works out for him.
You know, pro trainers have so much available to them at their disposal. If it's nothing serious, he'll be back.
they get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
And finished off by Bogut.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
They double-team Curry. And the pass to Thompson. Kicks it to Iguodala. And there's the feed to Bogut. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Rondo. Cousins. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. It's Thompson off the drive. Iguodala outside. From deep three-point range. But they'll get another chance. Here's Bogut. Picked him clean. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Look from Rondo. It's good.
It's a scary sight and a long night when Rondo starts lighting it up like this.
And the Warriors with possession here. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Barnes. Gay with the defensive effort. And Steph Curry with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Back to Thompson. There's the triple. Bullseye! A tremendous three to tie it up. Timeout called by the Kings.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team. Let's hear a red, white, and blue welcome, your team, USA!
Off the inbound pass. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. And another overtime is in store for us. This one has been extremely tight. Great action all game long. Let's see now if fatigue, guys, plays a factor. That's the question. Sacramento with the ball. And then Cousins with the dunk.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good turn to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. Rondo against Curry. Rondo with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. Illinois got the ball. The trade. Rondo's shot is off. The Warriors trail. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Curry against Rondo. Gay gets a hand on it.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Rondo. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 4-point Kings lead.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guys.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Pass it to Bellinelli. And stolen by Barnes. Goes up. Gaby with the block. They recover it. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And so here is Golden State. Curry passes to Green. And the Kings pushing it up now. They get it back. Dishes to Bellinelli. At the elbow, it's Cousins. And good. That thing is that time as it falls. Cousins has got 6 points in the quarter.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Warriors trail by 6.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Curry against Rondo. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Andrew Bogut.
Well, how about Rajon Rondo in this one? He has 15 points and 14 assists, as we've seen.
And boy, he's doing it from long range. He's hitting inside the arc as well.
And that allows him to put real pressure on the defense by stretching it out to the three-point line, but also forcing them to have to respect him inside the arc as well.
Left side, Curry. From outside, off the mark.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
The drive by Green.
Kings foul.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good for Green. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Curry. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
So it's Sacramento. A 2-point game.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 4. There's 14 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. Guys, what's your take?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
Barbosa dishes to Iguodala. And again, no good by Golden State.
Golden State foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 5. 7 seconds left in the second overtime period. Good stuff. And here is Barbosa. And stolen by Cousins. Iguodala with the steal. So the Kings win it. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champion here in this.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, DeMarcus, congratulations on the win tonight. We know you're...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins. He had just an outstanding fourth. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope